Hello and welcome to a requested video from Game Boy. He wanted to see me do a custom class setup for my K.E.M strike video. For getting a K.E.M strike, I highly recommend using assault rifle. They're the most versatile weapon group, and you can perform well with any assault rifle on any map. It may be difficult, say, to use an ARX on Stonehaven, and it might be difficult to use an MSBS on Strike Zone, but it is possible, and it's a lot easier than, say, using, let's say, an MTS 255 on Stonehaven, or using a VKS on Strike Zone. Like, as I say, it's possible to use any weapon on any map, but the assault rifles are the most versatile, and if you want to get a 25 gun streak, these are the easiest to go for. So out of your 8 options, which one's the best choice? For me, it's the Honey Badger, but honestly, I think you can get a K.E.M strike with any weapon in the game, and of course, the assault rifle being the easiest, I think it's quite easy to get an K.E.M strike with any assault rifle. But we're going to go for the Honey Badger because it has an integrated silencer, which keeps your shots off the radar and makes it a lot easier to keep going on those long streaks. Now, I've nearly got this gun gold, I just need to get 30 more lean kills, and then I get the gold camo. So, camos don't really matter, I'm just going to put on Ocean right now. And for the attachments, you can choose to use any of the sights, but honestly, the sights on the Honey Badger are perfect. As you can see in any of my K.E.M strike videos, the Honey Badger's iron sights they're amazing. They're basically the same as using the tracker sight and then flipping the tracker sight down. The only difference is the tracker sight has orange LEDs and the Honey Badger has blue. Sorry, it has green. So this leaves you with using an underbarrel and a modification attachment. So for the underbarrel, you can use a shotgun or a grenade launcher, but honestly, you do not need any of these, so foregrip is your best option in this category. And then here, I think any of these will be useful, but extended mags is useful because we're not going to be using sleight of hand. No secondary, no lethal, and no tactical. Honestly, the lethals, they're all pointless unless you're going to camp with an IED. And tacticals, again, extremely pointless unless you're playing something like Domination where maybe a smoke or a trophy system may be useful. Perks here, these are going to be your starting perks. So, as always, if you're not playing Cranked, I recommend using Stalker on every single assault rifle. This will allow you to move faster while aiming, basically allowing you to dodge bullets that come in your way, and it's almost as effective as drop shotting. Secondly, we're going to go for Dead Silence and Amplify. This combination allows you to hear the enemies coming at you very, very easily, and allows you to prepare for gunfights before it even happens. Next is Focus. This will allow you to get the upper hand in gunfights, giving you reduced flinch, and also the less weapon sway will help you out in longer ranged gunfights. And my final perk here is Ping. If you're not sure what Ping does, it's basically a portable radar that only pings once from every time you kill an enemy. So these are our perks. Then on Specialist, we're going to have 3 perks to unlock. First of all, Deadeye. You want to get Deadeye really quick because the later you get Deadeye, the harder it is for it to activate. Because once you have Deadeye, it still doesn't activate until you get kills afterwards. So getting it early means that your Deadeye is really effective as early as possible. We could use Deadeye as a perk without Specialist, but it takes up 5 points, and honestly, if we use it in our Specialist unlocks, it doesn't count as any points. Next thing we're going to go for here is Scavenger, because by the time we get to 9 kills, we're probably going to be running low on ammo, and we may even have to pick up a second gun by this time. And third and finally, Off the Grid. I know we unlocked this kind of late, and considering SATCOMs are not really hard to get, the enemies may have had multiple SATCOMs by the time you get up to your 13 point streak, but you're just going to have to live with it unless you want to switch something out and unlock on Off the Grid really, really quickly. But honestly, you need to get Deadeye quickly, and Scavenger you're going to need by the time you get to 9 kills. So that's where Off the Grid goes. And now we're on to our bonus. We do unlock our bonus quite late, but the upside of this is when we have our bonus, we are only 10 kills off the K.E.M, so we don't have to try hard too much, we're only 10 kills away. So, Tactical Resist and Blast Shield. The reason I choose these 2 perks, they basically make us invincible to stuns and then grenades. And honestly, if you've been close to a K.E.M strike and you've got killed by an IED, you understand why you need Blast Shield, because if you're on a 24 gun streak and then you get killed by an IED, you might want to rip up your disc. So just trust me, use these 2 perks. Then we're going to use Wiretap. because as you can see from wiretap, utilize all enemy and friendly SATCOMs on the field. This allows us to basically have UAV. This is basically giving you a constant UAV as long as the enemy and your team are using SATCOMs. This will allow you to find the enemies a lot easier, making your chem strike quicker and altogether easier. I was thinking about using Incog, which basically gives you a lot of perks. You can see you no targeting systems on recon, thermal scope, tracker sight, and motion sensor. No red name or crosses when looked at, and also the enemy doesn't call you out if they see you. But honestly, I think if you are a good player, you don't need these perks. If the enemy calls you out, they're going to keep running at you. You're just going to keep killing them. This leaves us with 1 perk point left, and honestly, these are the 2 that I can say are really, really worth it. Ready Up. This is useful if you're caught sprinting. Honestly, I don't think you need this if you have Amplify and Dead Silence, because you'll be able to hear the enemies before they get to you. But it is useful just in case you don't have a really good sound system, and that's why I'm choosing Takedown. Any 1 point perk would be useful here other than Extra Tactical or Strong Arm or Recon, because we don't have any explosives, so we can't have Extra Tacticals, we can't have Recon because that won't work, and we can't throw things further because we have nothing to throw. So, Resilience is really, really good if you want to jump off things, but honestly it's not worth it. Gambler, I'm not even sure if that's worth it, because it might give you a perk that's not useful, like extra lethal, overkill, extra attachment, and getting them once you're on 15 kills, they're not going to do anything for you. So highly recommend using Resilience, Takedown, or On the Go. But honestly, you do not want to be sprinting a lot when you're going for a chem strike, so that's why I'm saying Takedown or Resilience, but I'm just going to go for Takedown because it will combine with the silencer that's integrated to our Honey Badger, which will basically allow us to get the chem strike easier because we'll be stealthy and they won't know that we're coming for them. So these are my stats with the Honey Badger at the moment: 2,075 kills, 3.5 kill death ratio, just over 500 deaths, nearly at 600, 22% accuracy, and 160 headshots. If you want to go for a chem strike, I highly recommend you use this class, guys. You can use any assault rifle with your preferred attachments, but the main point of this video is showing you the perks and the specialist setup that you will need to get the chem strike. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you, and goodbye.